Alright, so I want to give my initial thoughts on this exam. The exam, January 2021. I will post official solutions soon, but you know, while the place is still hot, like we talk about the exam, I can't post like pictures out of the exam, but those who still do the exam know what was in the exam, right? And I'll be going through the questions one by one, and I'll give my thoughts, and we'll see how that goes. Whilst I getting ready to start, can you all just please press like on the video, close the live chat, press like. You can open back up your live chat, and feel free to invite friends. Whilst I'm waiting to start as well, I would just plug anything you want to get from me, any one of my books, any one of my classes. This is the number that you WhatsApp to get in touch, to join classes, to get my SBA book, my question bank, which will have a lot of the questions from the past 10 years basically. So helping you to prepare for exams, and the SBA bank has 20 SBAs in it, helping you to just ace your SBA in mathematics very quickly. I also have a formula book which has all the formulas that you use in CSEC Maths, so you can get that, or you can join my classes there. So I'll just wait a couple seconds again, drink all this water, and then we get started. I don't know why some people like say a sounding soft. I don't know what is that about. The mic is on full. When I play back the video, it's be sounding loud. If the quality is down, there are 3 dots at the top right hand corner. Click the quality and change it to 1080p. The sound, everything will change. Right? Why is in the chat if you're hearing me properly? So, first question. The first question was, as usual, there was, I believe, 1/4, 7 plus 2/3 minus 1 and 5/6. Now the first thing to do using a calculator otherwise. So the first thing to do immediately is use your calculator. Hopefully you have a nice scientific calculator that you can type this in exactly. 1, make the calculator a little bigger, over 4, 7. So no one should be getting this wrong, right? This first question is just bun and cheese. One nonsense I do out here. 4, 7, come out, plus 2 over 3. This click thing is take forever. Minus 1 and 5/6, right? So what answer y'all got for that? Equal. So using your calculator, 17/42. Or otherwise, if you use otherwise, you would have changed this into a mixed number, change it into improper fraction. Improper fraction, get the LCM of 7, 3, and 6, which is dramatic. LCM of 7, 3, and 6 is 42, which is this, and you would just 7 into 42, how much multiply the numerator. I don't want to waste time on this. You're supposed to know how to do this one, right? So the paper one was real vibes, but 255 viewers, 56 likes. Viewers, don't forget to press the like. So this is simple, right? So the chances of bases coming in May really high, right? The value of root of 27 over 9 squared as a fraction in its lowest terms. The square root of 27, is it square root or is it cube root? I had to zoom in. Cube root. So this is testing the famous cube root. Cube root. So cube root of 27, 9 squared. 9 squared is 81. Well, let's get what the cube root of 27 is first. The cube root of 27 is obviously 3, because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So the cube root of 27 would be 3. So we put 3 there. 9 squared, I could put 9 by 9. 9 squared is 81. So I can just say 3 into this is that. And 3 by 9, we ending up with a nice, beautiful 1 over 27. 3 over 81 is an option, but they said in its lowest terms. So you're off the 4 marks there. You're off the 4 marks there. Not bad. What y'all think about that? So you're probably all smiling there. Students probably all saying, yeah, we love that. Then we reach into part B, which is very interesting. Part B isn't a solid consumer arithmetic immediately. Part B seems to be a bit of measurement. CXC seems to be focusing a lot on measurement. Right here in question 1, part B, I'm seeing some measurement techniques. So that's very interesting. The question is saying that the thickness of one sheet of cardboard is, now this is the very first time I'm reading this. Very, 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 very first time I'm reading this. The thickness of one sheet of cardboard is 485 times 10 to the negative 2 millimeters. And a construction worker uses 75 sheets of cardboard stacked together to insulate a wall. So this is the thickness of one sheet of cardboard. And my boy, the construction worker, is using 75 sheets. Show that the exact thickness of the I show that question. Show that the thickness thick. So that the thickness thick is 3.75 millimeters. So sweet. You have your calculator, you mash up this really quickly. And it's a show that question, so you always know whether you're doing it correct or not. So very simply, this is part BI. You would be like, well, one sheet is equal to 485 times 10 to the negative 2. So it kind of testing your use of standard scientific notation, although it's not really scientific notation in the standard form. But okay, 485 times 10 to the negative 2 and the thickness 75 sheets should be 75 times that. And you whip out your calculator in your exam and you smile and you just type it back exact, right? So I would be 75 times 485 times 10 to the power of negative 2. Hopefully you get your answer. You could put that 1455 over 4, and you put this is equal to 363.75 millimeters. Is that what we are asked to prove? All right, boom. So you showed that. So the thickness, and I spell thickness with a Q again. The thickness of insulation is that, right? Therefore, the thickness of the insulation is that. So write the thickness corrected two significant figures. So this had a little bit of, so they get a little practical here. But sure, the thickness is, but what they're really testing you on, the topics they're really testing you on here so far is standard notation, standard aka scientific in some places, notation, scientific notation, and now they're going to test you out on two significant figures. So part 2, these parts are real convoluted, by part B, part I, part 2. Part 2A, also keep in mind this is from part B, 2A. Corrected two significant figures. So what we had 363.75. So 363.75 is equal to 360 to, you can put the 0.00 if you want, but not needed. two significant figures, and to correct a 1 decimal place, this is equal to 363.8, because this was 5, so you need to give it a little +1 booster to 1 decimal place. Alright, why isn't the chat if everything looking normal so far? So far you would have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marks. That's really good for number 1. They didn't fight you down in number 1. That's, so far the paper is performing nice, right? For number 1. I have no problem with that so far. Oh, they also wanted in standard form. More marks. In standard form, 363.75 is equal to 3.6375 times 10 to the power of 2. You move the point 2 places to the left. So, everything good. So, wow, 8 marks. 8 marks lock. And then they come in with one simple find for one. Number 1 was food earlier. Number 1 was officially food. Cake. So Marco is on vacation in the Caribbean. He changes. Oh gosh, first time I see Mexican pieces coming out here. Mexican pesos, sorry. Mexican to, he changing this to ECD. Anybody here using EC dollars? I never touch any EC currency in my life. Big up all the people from the Eastern Caribbean. He receives, so he changes it, and apparently my boy get 630 EC, which means all your money is stronger than the Mexican money, right? Complete the statement below about the exchange rate. 1 ECD is equal to how much Mexican? Pesos. Pesos. So they want you to fill in the blanks. So they play a little game of fill in the blanks here. What you would do is line up your stuff in the order that you want it to come through. So you would be like, anybody from the Eastern Caribbean, yeah, 630 ECD is equal to 4500 Mexican. So 1 ECD is equal to 450 divided by 630. And calculator time, 4500 divided by 630. Y'all, if I make any mistakes here, just let me know. 50/7. They ask for any significant or anything figures, boy. Okay. If you had 50/7, I would give that as well. Or if you have 7.14 to 3 significant figures, I given that as well. So those two, we taking that and we going home with that, right? So that's the entire of question 1. This was probably the hardest question in question 1, and it wasn't hard. So that is 9 out of 9. Everybody should be on the 9 out of 9 scale there. Number 2 is where algebra is given. So let's have a look at number 2. We had a factorizing here. Why people say there wasn't any factorizing? There was a factorizing. We had 12n squared minus 4mn. Take a moment out, close the live chat, press like on the video, open back out the live chat. Are you hearing me? Close the live chat, press like, open back the live chat. Let more people see what's going on here. And I think that really works as well. Screenshot, share on Instagram. Your people, them, your peeps, your friend, them will see it. And you could feel free to tag me too. I'll try and repost some tonight. I try to repost all, but sometimes I don't see some of the tags and things. So, alright. So, 4, because 4 is common, and n looking common too to me. So I'll just put 3n there, because 4n by 3n is 12n squared, minus, we already have the 4, but we're missing the m. So, and how much marks they give you for that? 1 mark? Damn, stingy on them marks there, boy. Alright, we gave you 1 mark already. So, that shouldn't be any problem. Shouldn't be any problem. Part B. And next, show that question. Hey, anytime you see this word in the exam, if your level is mids in maths, anytime you see that, show that. It's supposed to feel good because they're going to give you the answer and all you need to do is prove the answer. So show that, and you would be like, they say show that this minus 4x is equal to x 4x minus 3 1 minus x. In other words, they want you to, so just get accustomed to the language here and what they mean. It's the same style of question that comes in number 2 in the maths paper, where you need to change this. They could ask you to change this, express it as one fraction in its simplest terms. This topic is called algebraic fractions. So you're starting with this side and you'll be like boom. Yeah, it could be like boom too. 1 minus x, x minus 4x. Okay, so what happened is that I watched the numerator here. I know I have a nice highlighter here somewhere, but I don't know where it's gone. Right, and this is like over 1, right? So the the denominator comes here, and 1 minus x into 1 minus x is 1, so I could just pull back the x here. And since this is over 1, I will have to put 1 minus x here. Because 1 into this is 1 minus x. So I'll have to multiply by the numerator there. You all understand that? But we're trying to get it to look like this. So let's play around with this and see what happens. Boys and girls. X minus 4x, x, yeah. So this is x minus 4x plus 4x squared over 1 minus x. So this is minus 3x plus 4x squared all over 1 minus x. So one more line for them. So this is, if I factorize all the x out of both sides, I will get negative 3 plus 4x here, 1 minus x. This is the same as the right hand side. So it's proven. It's a QED situation. This just needs to rearrange. You could probably put in the x, the next line where you rearrange it. So wouldn't it be 1 into 1 minus x as the denominator? Yes, which is the same as 1 minus x. So no, I mean, you really don't need to put that 1 there. 1 by anything is the same thing, right? So next part, hence they want you to come out with a big hence. Whoa, this part get a little tricky. So hence solve this x. So hence mean use stuff that you did before and bring it in the loop. 1 minus x minus 4x is equal to 0. So apparently this is the same as 1 minus x into x 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we want to start from here instead because they say hence. So this is what we prove. So proof. So yeah, x4 minus, sorry. So there's a few ways we could go about and do this. How much marks was given for this question? I don't know. Maybe 1, 2, maybe 2 marks. There's a few ways you could go about and do this. If this is 0, it means that our numerator must be 0. For this to be 0, the numerator must be 0. So the numerator must be 0. So I'll double check there's an additional answer with this that I could be leaving out. When I post these solutions later, I'll give you that finalized. But I don't think they'll put that in a CXC exam. So for this to be 0, x over 4x minus 3 must also be 0. So that's the numerator, right? The numerator must be 0 for this to be 0. And if x, this is all remember the quadratic proof. If you have two numbers multiplying by each other, a times b equals 0. It means that a must be 0 or b must be 0. One of the numbers must be 0 to get 0. To achieve 0 in a multiplication, one of the terms must be 0. This can't be 0, right? So x is not equal to 1. Did they put that? No, they didn't. But x can't be equal to 1 here, otherwise you'll get division by 0. So in this case, we'll get therefore x is equal to 0, or so this is the first test of like mathematical knowledge here that you need to know. 4x is equal to 3. This will finish off with x is equal to 3/4. You all seeing that? This is the first like mathematical, yeah, I had to know maths to figure this out here, right? You bring across the 3, you bring across the 3, it changed, you bring across the 4, it goes to division. Right, so let's not spend too much time on that, already going through. So this is like 2 marks, the last one is like 2 marks. So question 2 not looking that bad. That last question we do was a bit unorthodox, must admit. Make v, so we come back into normal land here. P is equal to the root of 5 plus vt, and we want to make v the subject of the formula. Common happens all the time. In fact, there are some questions very similar to this that popped in the past papers. So if you're doing enough past papers, you're just supposed to breeze through this question. It's also called transposition. So you square both sides because you need to get rid of the root. So when you square both sides, you're going to end up with p squared is equal to 5 plus vt. We're trying to get v isolated by himself, right? That's the whole point. V by himself. So you can bring across the 5 instantly. P squared minus 5 is equal to vt. And in the end, v is going to be equal to p squared minus 5 divided by t. A big fat 2 marks for that. Well done. The distance needed. So I see the word distance being used here. Oh, sorry, about my back hurting, so I'm going to be doing all kind of weird scratching and thing. Stretching. If the screen is looking blurry, please note that the stream is coming across in 1080p, so that's a U problem. So you need to click on these 3 dots on the top right hand corner and increase the quality, right? Sometimes the quality is set low if they feel your Wi-Fi low, or some other. I find the real setting the quality low these days because people are real complaining, but you could change it on your end. Same thing with the volume. The distance needed to stop a car. What is this? The physics? What really going on here? Alright, so this is the first really unorthodox question. The distance needed to stop a car is d. Varies, no, it's not really physics, but I mean, varies directly as the square of the speed at which the car is traveling. So there's a proportional, this is the sign for variation or proportionality, same difference. A car traveling at, so I have a video on this, you all can take a look at this. This is a new way they're bringing it. Just search Cohen Springer variation after this video. You can write this down, especially people who do maths in me. A car traveling at a speed of 70 kilometers per hour requires a distance of 40 meters. So you notice what they're giving us here. They're giving us initial values of speed and distance. Requires a distance of 40 to make it stop. What distance is required to stop a car traveling at 80 kilometers per hour? So there's one way that they want you to do this question for CXC. They want you to use constant of variation and find it. So we don't really use this in maths because this is not an equal sign. To change it to an equal sign, we would be like, okay, d varies proportionally to s squared. So d is equal to k constant s squared. And that's the key to unlock this. You wouldn't be, I mean, you could probably figure it out using a ratio technique. You could use a ratio technique to figure it out as well. If you didn't know about this, and if you are a logical person, you could have figured it out using a a ratio technique, but this is the way teachers in the Caribbean teach this, right? So D is equal to K S squared. So you figure out what K is based off of these initial values. So substituting the initial values, you're going to find out what K is. So we substituting 40 here for D. We substitute, you leave K and you're substituting 70 squared. You understand what I'm saying? Because the number is so big, it's kind of hard to figure out a quick ratio. And they use squared and things. So it's not like somebody who great in arithmetic could sit down and figure it out just so. Yeah, Now, if you knew how to do this variation with the K and thing, easy thing, right? So you figure out what K is. You figure out what K is now. K is going to be equal to this divided by that. You'll get higher power, put the K on the next side. 40 divided by 70 squared. Which is 40 divided by what? 4900. 40 divided by 70 squared. We could break that down a little bit, boys and girls. 40 divided by 70 squared is 2 over 245. So this is a constant of variation. K is this. Now, why do you find K in these questions? Don't forget, you can go and check out how to do these questions on my channel. When you find K, it's very easy to solve. So they're asking what distance is required. Now, keep in mind, I'll have these solutions up, official solutions up either on my website sometime this week, and with the paper, the official solutions, right? So what distance is required to make the car stop? So the distance required to make the car stop when the speed is 80, you put the 80 here, but you don't need to put K anymore. We figured out what K was. K was 2 over 245. Understand? So we substitute out K because we figured out what K is. And that's the whole part with finding what K is, and let your calculator take over now. So in the end, you'll end up with 160, is it, over 245? 32. Squared. Oh yeah, nearly figured it squared. No, my answer was looking a little sus. That's why I knew it wasn't the thing. So, alright, it's 2 multiply by 80 squared. Multiply by 80 squared. Am I using the right answer? I think my calculator had the wrong answer involved. So 2 over 245 multiplied by 80 squared. I'll give me something respectable now. Something I could use in life. So 52.24, that sounding good? Yes, because for 70 it takes 40, for 80 you take 52, I could live with that. So 52.24, 52.2 to 3 significant figures. So this went for 2 marks. Ideally this should go for 3 marks. So this was the first kind of questions, the sus, that they make you do this for. How they'll distribute the mark? They might distribute 1 mark for finding K and 1 mark for finding that. This iffy. Alright, so watch this question, go and learn variation, make sure you have it down lock. Number 3. Number 3 is where we normally see construction, but this paper is interesting because there's no construction apparently. That's what people tell me. No construction. So we'll see if they were right. Let's see what they give. Alright, so in this one kind of ridiculous because I had to come up with a graph thing and to do this question earlier. It's on a graph now. So there was this kind of shape. I'll my shape going to be jokey, don't laugh. I could probably use dots for now. Dot. dot dot. Next shape is up here. 2 away dot, 1 away dot. You all are drawing the shape. Have it some patience. Dot D. Right. So we had these two shapes. CSEC dealing in shapes out here. That's one. Then we had this next shape over here. Wait now. So there's some kind of transformation. So they're hitting you some kind of transformation right off the bat. The diagram below shows two pentagons. Well, it's not regular pentagons, it's pentagons. This one was labeled as P and this one was labeled as Q. And drawn on a grid made of squares, blah blah blah. Select the correct word from the following list to complete the. Wait now, there's pick a word. Pick a word, boy. We love them pick a words thing. So opposite, reflected, congruent, and translated. So people here waiting with bated breath. Which one is the correct word? Well, let's ask the live chat. Translated. Pentagon P. Pentagon P is what to pentagon A? Pentagon Q, sorry. Why did I say A? By the way, those of you all who are interested, this is the number to get my question bank to help prepare for like multiple choice. You WhatsApp this number. 0619 is what I want to write. Or you can WhatsApp this number to join my live classes. A lot of the people in the live chat here from my live classes. Pentagon P is what? So a lot of people saying translated, but I wouldn't use the word translated. Translated doesn't have, it does not count for the turn. You actually see that it's solely a turn and do a kind of semi-demi so. Translated just mean that it would have moved, right? It translated. So like it went from here to there or something, but it didn't turn. So translated, I would not use translated. Obviously, not reflected. It had a reflection could do this. I don't know what kind of fancy mirror is that. And opposite is just there to take up space. So the answer is congruent. Yes, the answer is congruent. Now the reason the answer is congruent just means, in layman terms, it looking the same. Congruent means same angle, same size, same length of the sides. It means I can take this and physically just map it onto that and it will be the exact same thing, right? Congruent. There's a difference between congruent and similar. Similar means it looking the same, but it could be of a different size. So all those who say congruent, congratulations, 1 mark. Wait now, give the reason for your choice. What bacchanal is this by? So the reason for your choice is same angles, corresponding angles, same corresponding angles and sides. Corresponding angles and sides of equal length. And what I would do is just strengthen up this. My English could be a little better here. What I would do if I was doing this in the exam is strengthen it up and say P can be mapped exactly on to Q. So we can take P and put it exactly and cover Q. We can that's the whole idea of congruency. That's a stronger definition for congruency. Taking one shape and it's exactly the same as the other shape. So congruent. Vibes. So 2 marks. Part B. What are they doing by a next shape to draw by? Oh my gosh. Part B is, hey, like we're gonna need 500, boy. Look thing now. Zwap. Let's do like this. Let's do like that. Let's go all the way across like this. Don't start back and all here, but they had some action in this exam, boy. Alright, my shape come out too tall. So let me just squeeze it up a little bit. No, I can't. I can't squeeze it. Really and truly, the shape was a little longer than this. So let me see if we could fix that. Go down a little more there. And come back so. Boom. That looking more like it. People who do the exam, that looking like the shape. That looking like the shape that was that was pouring over today. Well, I could put this phone on for it to stop closing every second, boy. Display screen timeout, 1 minute of inactivity. Take 5. Take 5. So we have 114 degrees, 98 degrees, and we have some parallel lines. This is parallel to that. We have this is parallel to this. Real bacchanal here, boy. You know, not my strong point. They're going to ask you about internal and all kind of thing. Shucks. What's the internal angles in a regular pentagon? Didn't I tell you to practice them thing, man? Determine the value of angle. Alright, let me write the shape. Let me see how Cohen Springer would have fared in this question. I'm just guessing internal, eh? Maybe it's something else they're going to ask me. They want us to know angle WXY. Seeing this in the third question, part B, is interesting. This is pretty big for the third question, right? WXYZ. WXY. This angle here. We're looking for this angle here, people. So we want to know what is the value of that angle. Well, we see now Z taking place here. So we safeness. How I know we safe? Because if I extend this and extend this, all of a sudden the secret has been discovered. This angle is corresponding to this angle. So it's obvious that this has to be 180 subtract 114. So this is 180, take away 114 degrees. Because if I extend the lines, I get this little corresponding scenario taking place. And this is 66 degrees. Nice. So angle 2, come on, don't get too hyper. We're going good so far. ZVW. I look trouble now. That's this angle. Now this angle is going to be 114 for reasons. Now I would put the reasons, you know, I would be skeptic about my marks. So the internal angles in a, this is where, yes, so you need to know the internal angle in a pentagon. Anybody can tell me what's the internal angles in a pentagon? Because I can't really remember right now. The internal angles in a pentagon. There's a quick way to remember the internal angles in shapes. Internal angle in a pentagon, 540. No, the quick way to remember, divide people saying 180 n minus 2, 180 n minus 2 internal angles in a shape. I want to make this a learning exercise. Internal angles in a shape. Internal angles. Interior angles One is 180, one is 360, one is 540. Where's the rule, boy? There's a rule. 180, 360, 540. Is n minus 1. What's the rule? N minus 2 times 180. N minus 2 times 180. So the rule is n minus 2 times 180. That's it. So in a triangle, the internal angles is 180 degrees. In a four-sided figure, quadrilateral, is 360. In a five-sided figure, it's 540. But the reason is if you have three sides, n minus 2 times 180 degrees. So you have three sides. 3 minus 2 is 1. Yeah, so n minus 2 times 180 degrees. So that is how to figure out the internal angles in a... And once you figure out the internal, the external easy. You just need to take this internal angle and subtract it from 180. Like the external angle will be here now. So you take the internal angle and subtract it. So this is the total. And if you want to find out the value of one individual internal angle and it's a regular, like if it's a regular and all the angles are equal, you just divide by n. So that's some learning experience there. Go and check over that. That is coming, strangely enough, that is coming CX here, is coming the multiple choice and thing. So it's 540. So where my shape? So in other words, ZVW, this angle here, the way to figure out this angle here, we spend real time on this question. ZVW, the way to figure out that angle is to say 540, subtract all the other angles that we know. And we know 114, we know another 114, we know a 98, and we know, what was that by? 66. So you do that, and you get something. Tell me what you get. In the meanwhile, what I was going to say, boy, I was going to say something kind of important. Yeah, you need to state this. You need to state how you come about that 540. Otherwise, you wouldn't get the marks for that. You get the marks for this working. But you need to show that the internal angles in a polygon, in a pentagon, maybe if you say equal 540, you get through. Because that you could have that fact memorized off, that's fair. Or you could say the internal angles in a pentagon is, what's the formula again? N minus 2 by 180, where n is 5. So five sides now. The n stands for the number of sides. And this is 3 times 180, which is 540. 6 9s are 54. So 540 minus, the telling me is 148. I'll if it wrong, the chat get wrong, right? Let me just put it in the calculator because I know real people will end up watching this video. How it has solution mark on it. So let me make sure. It's not the first time the chat would have led me wrong before. So yes, this is a question where a student could have stumbled. Like for me, as a maths teacher, I didn't know the internal angles offhand. I would either go with the triangle, square, and try and figure back out the pattern. This is 180. This is 360. Is n minus. I know it's n minus 1 times something. You could use right angles too. And then I'd have to figure it back out. So I might have spent some time on this question, like how I spent some time there. To figure out how do we figure out the internal angles in a pentagon. So it's a good thing to have it memorized so you know how to go now. Also, what really comes most of the time is the individual angle. It's normally be a regular pentagon, and you need to figure out what is the value of the individual angle. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it'll be 540 divided by the number of angles, which is 5. So you'll be able to figure out the individual angle. Anyhow, that's enough talk. So next part of this was like, give me a chance. That was it. Part C now. So it was very interesting that CXE out here doing a full time waster, one of these time waster style questions for question 3. I hope y'all, how was the time management in this exam? So let me pretend that them lines perfectly straight now. And I'm just drawing up this. This is 0. This is 2. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. This is -2, -4, -6, -8. I'll catch where I'm going on this side. Bam, bam, bam. And this is -2, -4, 4, -6. And this is 2, 4, 6, 8. And they draw A, boy. The letter A and a point C66. Oi, it had a point C up here too. Point C was drawn up here. And the wetyan and letter A are shown dot. Bim bam. Wow, what an A. A was drawn like that. On the diagram, draw accurately each of the four. Oh, so this is a construction. This is a style of construction. This is a style of construction. The enlargement of the letter A by scale factor 2 about center 6, 6. So you need to enlarge it, and then the translation using a vector. So the enlargement, let's tackle that first. To do the enlargement, you get the center, and you need these little guidelines, boy. Your guidelines will be like, now I did this on this channel so much times, so much times I do this on this poor channel here. Now my channel not poor, on this rich channel here. So you draw your guidelines like this. And that guideline wasn't so hot. Let me try and put a better foot forward. Yeah. That wasn't the best, but it could work. And yeah, so if they want an enlargement of scale factor 2, so an enlargement of scale factor 2 indicates that you need to come now, measure this, and then come and hit them a next one there. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't need to measure it. You can see that it went down 4, go across 2, 1, 4 blocks, go across 2, or whatever it was on your grid, and you know, boom, that is your first point there. And this need to do the same thing. Does it? This need to go here. I don't like how this first line looking wrong. This first line is just that my point's kind of a little shaky. This first line should pass through that point there. Like a track saying, I just know. So yeah, so it went 2, 2, so it should go next 2, 2. And that's your next point there. And you're already seeing where this is going. The trick now is to get a middle A, boy. Way, sir. Pressure for that A. The middle line and the A. So you may actually need to whip out your compass to do that part. Let's see. So here's how I would do that. I would draw, and I would consider this as another vertex, another point, and draw my guideline through it again. So now I know how to organize myself from that one time. It looked like it would have crushed. Actually, it looked like it's supposed to crush through here. It's just that my diagram was, you notice how my A have a little height on it there. It looked like it's supposed to go there. So you was supposed to draw that like around there. So, and you're getting a big fat 2 marks for that. The enlargement of the letter A. So that's very unorthodox. Have I seen a question like this before? Kinda, but not in question 3. Not with a A. It's normally be like a triangle here. And you need to enlarge the triangle going outwards like this using the origin. That's how it normally is. So this was different. They use a different center of enlargement to really test if you understand how to do the enlargement. I rate this question. I like it. I actually like this question. The translation of the letter A using the vector. Now be careful. They want us to do the same letter A, the original, the OG A, and translate it using a vector. Let's use a different color. The vector is T, -3, 2. So translation vectors have been known to come in in the middle of your paper, like number 3 and number 4 and thing. So that's perfectly normal. The translation of letter A using the vector. So all you need to do is swing him down across. This means go backwards, right? Because it's negative. So you're going backwards 3, and then you're going, this is the y, that means you're going up 2. So backwards 3, up 2. Backwards 3, up 2. So each point, we can just picture each point doing that in our mind. Backwards 3, up 2. So the first point is here, right? Next point will be there. It's not changing size this time. Backwards 3, up 2. Yeah, backwards 3, up 2. Boom, bang. And this is 2 units tall. And then you just draw your A. And max fee run. Max fee run. So, how are you going so far? This brings us to the end of number 3. And rate this paper so far out of 10 based on these 3 questions. Number 4 brings us back into the land of functions. The function, for people who asking in the chat how to get the lessons, just WhatsApp this number. You can even WhatsApp it now. Interested in lessons? 7840619. 1-868-7840619. Now the lessons right now is at the cost of 300 a month. It's a little, that's TT. That's a little more expensive. My lessons is normally 200 a month. But the reason it's this price, if you join now, you're going to get all the videos that I do before, all the private videos that I do before with the class. So we have to kind of raise the price because it's like you're going to get $1,200 of lessons free. This class started in July or something, right? So if you want to join my class, WhatsApp this number. Write it down, WhatsApp this number. I hope you all see the number there because right now something blocking the number on my screen. The live thing. WhatsApp this number and you can join the class. If you want to buy my question bank, it's $200 or $150 actually, I think right now on the website. WhatsApp the number still. If you want to get any other books that I have, the SBA Bank, WhatsApp that number. Boom. The next question for A is, if you want to just enjoy the free stuff that I do as well, feel free. Is equal to 3 minus 2x. The function f is defined as f of x is equal to 3 minus 2x. The diagram below shows the mapping diagram. I was just doing this in my lower school class. I have a lower school class with Form 1 to 3. So the mapping diagram, or aka arrow diagram, determine the value of this. So they bring it back down real nice and simple. This was for the people. As far as I am concerned, this question is for the people. So this is 3 minus 2x they put here. This is your f of x. And we have negative 1, 0, 1, 2. Negative 1, 0, 1, 2. And we're going like this. Swap, 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 swap. Yeah. And you need to figure out what A is. Oh, sorry, I said negative. What really going on with me, boy? This wasn't here. That's the wrong outputs, my friend. So since we put the wrong thing, let's put it back in blue. They had A, 3, 1, and negative 1. So we need to figure out what A is. A, and it's kind of obvious. You're just going to substitute f of negative 1 because that's the input would be equal to 3. So if anybody from my lower school class watching this just for kicks, all you can do this question, boys, plus 2. What? 3 minus 2x, 3 minus 2, negative 3. Yeah. Don't forget that's negative 2 by negative 1, so it turned to positive. So that's 5. You're only getting 1 mark for that, though. Whoa, somebody put negative 5 in the chat. What's going on with all you? Sort out all yourself. Self out all your sort outs. Why people paying negative 5? Did I do something wrong? F of negative 1, 3 by negative 2 minus 2 plus 2. Why they put in negative 5? Oh my gosh. Let's keep moving. the inverse. So you have f of x is equal to 3 minus 2x, and we want to find f inverse of x. Well, this is very simple. There's a step method that I show how to do this in the chat. Most people use this now. That step method that I show not in the chat on my channel, where you say let y be equal to f of x, and you have y is equal to 3 minus 2x, and then you interchange variables, and you have you need to state these things when you're doing it. X is equal to 3 minus 2y, and then you make y the subject of the formula. This is a kind of overkill for this question, because you're supposed to be able to watch this function and figure out the inverse. The last thing you do is add 3, and then after that you multiply by negative 2. So you're supposed to just subtract 3. You see, you're going to see this, and then divide by negative 2. So you subtract 3 and divide by negative 2 if you're doing it backwards. So this is going to be f inverse of x is equal to x minus 3 divided by negative 2. What y'all think about that? How much marks they give? 1 mark. 1 mark they give you for that. So you wasn't really supposed to do all of this. You could actually just work it out, right? 1 mark. 1 mark. The composite function f squared x. Simple stuff, exciting. The functions wasn't too hard. I like the functions questions that they brought here. So you know that f of x is equal to 3 minus 2x. Wow, this seat is feeling very hard. Earlier, if any teacher from the student are watching, we need to change the seat, boy. I find the seat doing it. So f squared x is equal to what? So f squared x is equal to f of x. This is what we call a composite function. This doesn't mean take this and square it. This means find f of x. That's what that notation means. Any other thing, if the CXE do any other thing for that, I don't know about that. This is what I know this notation means. This is what you're supposed to do for this. When you see a squared here, it doesn't mean to square this. It means to find the composite function, right? So this means take this function and put it back into the function. It means if I have 3 minus 2x, don't put x. Instead of x, write back the function again. Die back canal. So you understand? So it doesn't mean to square it. Common mistake people do is square it. That doesn't mean to square it. It means to, this is called a composite function. This is a composite function. That's the notation. That's how we write it. If they want you to square a function, they write f of x to be squared. Right? So if you don't know that, now you know. Don't let that hot up your head in the May exam. So 3 minus 6 plus 4x. Watch out. It had real negative signs to kill people out here. Negative 3 plus 4x. So you could write this as 4x minus 3 as well. That's what it is. Is that correct? Yeah, boy. Yeah, that's correct. So that's the answer. So you know, just they say the composite function, they give you a clue, and they actually use the word composite. A big clue. Composite is a common mistake. Maybe I should talk more about this in my videos. It's a big mistake. Come on, because I've seen a lot of people saying I'm going in the bed, they're feeling sick, all kind of thing. Real people make that mistake. Sorry. Don't make it in May exams if you're doing the May exams. And then they want you to state the value of f inverse of 2, of negative 2. Well, the answer is immediately negative 2. Because if you find f of f inverse of something, the answer is the thing. It's like if you go forward, then you go backward. Or if you go backward, then you go forward. Because these are opposite of each other. This comes occasionally as well. F of f inverse, or f inverse f of x, is the same as x. It's just something that you need to know. So if you went and find f of f inverse and you do all the long thing and you're still only going to get 1 mark if you went through and you actually work it out. But if you knew this, you can just write. And you notice they use the word state. It means all they are looking for. When they say state, all they're looking for is the answer. And one more to go. So I think what we could do, what is the time? 8 o'clock? We could probably do up to question 5 or something. How I explaining? Taking time, boy. There was this question now. And in this question, what they're asking us to do, boy? Use a ruler and draw the lines x is equal to half, y equal to x, and x plus y equal to 5. All your eyes be on my knees teaching you how to draw these things. There was a video I did on linear programming. Go and watch the video I do on linear programming. And there were lots of live videos where I beg you how to draw these things. So let's just do it quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we need to draw the line x is equal to a half. We need to draw the line y is equal to x. We need to draw the line x plus y is equal to 5. All these lines we're looking to draw here. X is equal to a half, y is equal to x, and x plus y is equal to 5. X plus y is equal to 5. Zwap, zwap. Very simple. Very, very simple. Nothing spectacular. No working needed. X plus y is equal to 5. That's the line. Let me color code these soldiers them. Common line that you need to know to draw. X plus y equal to some constant. Man, whatever that constant is, let's say it was 6, just join the two of them together. Now if it had a 2 here, that change everything. Go and play yourself. So this is the line x plus y is equal to 5. The line y is equal to x, very simple line. Let's draw that one in blue. This line goes through, boom, direct center like that. You notice how these points line up, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. You catch that? So you could just put little fake points and thing too. I'm sure there are some students who work it out the long way. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 5. When y is equal to 0, x is equal to 5. And you literally find the points on the line and that. But this is the line y is equal to x. And the line x is equal to a half is this line. For those of you all who are wondering how to draw that line, the first line given there, x is equal to a half. That's this line here. The line x is equal to a half. All along this line, x is equal to a half. So you write x is equal to a half. Was it a half or negative a half? A half. Yeah, so now on the underneath, they want us to do a little shading. Or just label the region. Label lovely instead of the shading thing where you come in on your shading, all kind of thing. Very likely the region is going to be here. Let me take a wild guess. I don't know yet. Region, you want it greater than this. So we want x greater than or equal to a half. We want it greater than or equal to this. So up this way. So we want it y is greater than or equal to x. And we want it less than. Right, so you want it under this. We wanted x plus y is less than or equal to 5. So it's this region they are looking for. They didn't ask it to shade the region, they asked it to label the region, but I could just, because you know, I have colors out here, I could just color this soldier. Wap, wap, wap. Nah. Color in between the lines. So. Ting, 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 ting. Artistry. Alright, now you don't waste no time. So you get your full marks for that. Had some tricks inside there. Ain't gonna lie, it wasn't bad, but it's like a so far the paper not harder than usual, not really easier than usual so far, in my opinion. Number 5. Number 5 is where we bring in these statistics. These people come and bring in some more Pie chart again. That was amazing because this is like the first time I ever get something wrong in prediction. I said they bring pie chart for the last 2 times. To bring it again will be something out of the world, and they did do the out of the world thing and brought it again. So amazing. So pie chart in me, CXC are they really going to bring a pie chart in me again, right? If I doubt. Cumulative frequency. I'll embrace yourself. Cumulative frequency, histogram, and what's the next thing? Frequency polygon. That's the first thing people tell me. I had to draw a table for this. Look at numbers. Wait. All this will take me a little second. Hold on. So what is this? Number of correct answers. Correct. Is our official lessons. Is a proper video. Let me spell things correct. Correct. So this is number of correct answers. And this one is number of hashtag. Youths only know this as hashtag. You know? Back in the good old days, that used to represent number of students. And it had like, what? Number of correct answers. 60 students took an algebra test which comprised of 15 multiple choice questions. The number of correct answers that each student obtained is recorded in the table below. All right, so 8 correct. 8 correct, 9 correct, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 correct, right? 6 students got 8 correct, 14 got 9 correct, 2, 6, this doing all kind of things. So it wouldn't really be a cumulative frequency they will be looking at with something like this. Something like this could easily do a frequency polygon though. But this is number of marks too, so it's more like a line graph actually. The number of students frequency polygon would normally be time on the x-axis. Using the table, determine the number of students who had exactly 13 correct answers. Exactly 13 correct. How many students had exactly 13 correct? How many students had exactly 13 correct? You'll take a moment and just close the live chat and press like on the videos. Like we just make these likes pump up a little bit. We can get the likes to overtake the viewers just now. So close the live chat and press like. And you could also take a screenshot and tag me on Instagram at Kerwin Springer, especially the new people. I know we have one-star OGs here who already know me, following me, thing. Them in the circle already. Them must be on the Discord server. Soon I'll can find out about the Discord server and realize why it's the best thing ever. If you follow me, you can find out about the Discord server sooner or later. Thousands of students in there, and it wants to pass papers and all kind of thing. Exactly 13 correct. Well, 11. 11 got 13 correct. Now the Discord server could be a little chaotic too. So if you're not too big on technology, just go in, get what you need to do, and jump out. The modal number of correct answers. This one a little tricky. What is the modal number of correct answers? What is the modal number of correct answers? Let me check the chat. Let me see if I'll ever get this one correct. So, modal number of correct. So this was free marks here. This 11 here was free marks. So yeah. What is the modal number of correct answers? So I'm just waiting on the chat to pop up. 99999. Say it was nice. Press. Yeah. So it is 9. So don't get tired and put 14. It's 9. Because the most amount of students get 9 correct. What's going on with this class, boy? So you're trying to say most of them nearly fail? Alright, so 9 correct. At least they pass. 9 correct. And the median number of correct answers. How are we doing that? Remember just last night, I think just last night I was doing this. It's already in order, you know, people. So there's a fast way to do this if it's already in order. The median. Remember, median is like if you have 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, and you cross out, and you cross out like that, and you get a median. I'll remember that. But we don't have the numbers listed out because there's a lot of numbers. Is 6 8s, 10 15s, 14 19s. So what you could do is cross like this. Think it like this. I crossed 6 and 14 here, so I crossed out 20. I crossed 9 and 10 here, so I crossed out 19. I still need to cross out 1 out of that. You all understand what I'm saying? This is the vibe. Yeah, you're crossing out numbers coming up here, but instead of writing out all the individual numbers, you can do it in the table. But you need to think very clearly about what you're doing. So let me see if I could cross out 11. I can't because this is not up to 11. This is up to 10. So this is very, I have to be very careful with this. 19, let's say I cross 6 out here. How much I'll have remaining? 5, right? So I am on 25 right now. And I am on, all right. I want to cross out 8 actually to get rid of that. So let's say I crossed 8 out here. I am on 27. 27 on this side. Back it up. 6, 14, and 8. So I crossed 28 out here. 19, and I need actually 9 out of this. So I will have 2 remaining. I want to put this in a different color so people could follow a little better. So I have 2 remaining here, and I am on 28 here. 28. So from this, I can see I have 2 on 13 and 2 on 12. It means the answer is between 12 and 13. Are you catch what I'm saying? The answer is between 12 and 13. So the median number is 12.5. Because if I cross out 1 here, I'll end up with 1 on 12 and 1 on 13. This is a tricky question. Once again, I rate this question. Read this question full 100. I love this question because it's something that is come. People only ask me to do it over. Let me just show you quickly what's happening here. I won't do it over, but I'm just going to show you quickly what's happening. Like if I have 3 4s, 2 5s, and let's say I have 1 6s. If I expose these numbers like this, 4 4 4 4, 2 2, no, I have 3 4s, so just 3. 4 4 4, 5 5, I have 2 5s and 1 6. If I have to find the median, I will just do so. And then it will be in between. What I am doing is cancelling the numbers here without writing out the entire number. So I take 1 from this, and I took 1 from this, so now I'm on 2. And I take 1 from this, so now I'm 1. And I take 1 from this, so now I'm on 1. And then I know it's between 4 and 5. You need to understand what is happening there. So, yeah, boys, how much students we had? 60 students. So it's obvious we're going to end up with 2 in the middle. When the number is even, you're going to end up with 2 in the middle. All right, yes. So let me move forward. I can't spend too much time on the explanation. But that's a nice question. The probability that a student chosen at random had at least 12 correct answers. So at least is a very tricky word. Eh? Not much people understand this word, at least. At least, I don't know if I have a full stop in between there. That's not supposed to be there. At least 12 correct answers. Or correct. How people say I say correct. Correct answers. 12 correct answers. So at least meaning if you have more, that we take in that too. So there, we draw a line here and ignore these cross out things that I had here. It was 2, 11, 9, and 10. We need to add up that. 2, 11, 9, and 10 will give me how much? What is it, 32 or some kind of thing so? Yeah, 32. So there are 32 who got at least 12 correct. At least 12. Or if that's more than 12, we had to draw the line here, right? But at least 12. There are 32 who got at least 12 correct. So the probability is your desired probability is your desired over your total possible outcome, right? Desired outcome over total possible. So the desired outcome, 32 of them over 60. How much is going to break down to boys and girls? What is this? 32 over 60. You know, long we touch with calculator. Calculator take a little bless up there. 32 divided by 60, 8/15. So that's the probability. Can be expressed as a fraction, can be expressed as a decimal, can be expressed as a percentage. Only 1 mark for that? Oh gosh, boy. Then we had a pie chart. Exam fatigue. Then we had a pie chart. Pie chart looked like this. Like this. They are trying to draw 90 degrees line here. That's what I'm really trying to do. This do so. This one went about there so. And this one went about there so. So we had an I there, a 4 there. What is this? Grades? Each of these students achieve grades 1. CSEC really come with this, boy. After them make this whole fiasco last year, boy. Them come to write this in a question, boy. What? Just throwing it in people's face, boy. Alright, so 39 students. 39 students. Please, no violence in the chat. I distance myself from the comments made by Jordan Mahaber. Yes, so each of the students achieved a grade 1, 2, 3, or 4. The pie chart below shows the result. 39 students achieved grade 3, determine the total number of students who wrote the exam. And we did something very similar. We did this last night. So I would be like 117 degrees is equal to 39 students. We did this exact same thing last night, people. Did we do this in my class? Am I mixing up situations in my online class? So it'll be like 39. I'm not even going to work out that yet. So in all, 360 degrees is 39 over 117 multiplied by 360. Yeah, we hope this work out for the best, because our 39 over 117 multiplied by 360. Give me a nice answer there, boys. 120. Somebody said that in the chat. Congratulations. You're brilliant. 120 students. Nice. Don't forget new people who jumping on. I've seen some people queuing, but new people who jumping on, don't forget to press like on the video. That is the payment for these free classes. All I ask is a little like. That's all. Love and blessings. The ratio of the number of students who achieve, wow, they tied in ratio into this. That's very interesting. Ratio is normally brought in question 1. The ratio of the number of students who achieved a grade 1, 2, or 4 is, so grade 1, grade 2, or grade 4, the ratio is 2 to 4 to 3. A student passed the examination if he or she, they really come with this for this question. If he or she achieves a grade 1, 2, or 3. How many students pass the examination? Well, yes. 1, 2, or 4. Did we work out anything? We work out 1, 2, or 4. A student who passed the examination, if he or she received a grade 1, 2, or 3. How many students passed the examination? Oh, so the remaining degrees, we need to split it up. This question involved a lot of thinking here, boy. The remaining degrees, how many degrees we have remaining? They bring this pie chart question. Somebody in CSEC apparently loves pie chart and is coming down very hard on pie chart. They're bringing in pie chart full 100. So just learn all your pie charts, please. It used to be somebody who loved cumulative frequency. Some teacher who said it in questions now it's like pie chart running things. And they amp it up. This was a tough pie chart question. I read this pie chart question. So the remaining degrees is 243 degrees, right? So this represents this ratio totals the 243 degrees. It means the total, and with ratio, I have videos on ratio. The total number of parts in the ratio, 2, 4, 3, is 9. So 9 parts is equal to 243 degrees. The reason we're doing all of this, we're just trying to find out stuff, right? So one part is equal, well, yeah, the reason we do anything is to find out 243 divided by 9. 200, you all will see where I'm going with this, divided by 9. Some people may already see it. So it's 27 degrees. In other words, this means one of these parts here represent 27 degrees. I just figured out all the degrees of the individual parts. You all understand? Because this is the ratio. I add it up to get a total of 9 parts, and that is represented by 1, 2, 4. So I know that that's the remaining 243 degrees. So 9 equal 243, divide, one part is 27 degrees. Not one student, one part. So therefore, the number of students getting, the number of degrees represented by grade 1 is 2 times 27. Understand? Because it's 2 parts. So I can just do that on the side here, maybe in purple. You would do it going down in your page, nice and good. So all you can be more tired than me. I out here, I don't have no exam, I done distinction down my exams and thing, and I out here doing this. So all you can do this too. Practice, get it now for May exam. So 2 parts, that's grade 1. Grade 1 is equal, how to write this nice, why we're really going on here, but grade 1 is equal to 2 times 27. Yeah, I feel like it. Grade 1 is 2 parts, 2 times 27 is what, 54 degrees. Grade 2, the seat hot in my boy, 4 times 27. Yeah, multiplication. 4 times 27 is 108. I knew that. 54 times 2. 108 degrees. Grade 4. Why write 2 like that, boy? They want to write it 2 Roman numeral style. Grade 4. Well, it's 3 parts, so 3 times 27 is 3 times 27. 3 times 20. That's 81. 3 times 27, 81. 81 degrees. And so we know the individual. So what it is we're trying to find again? How many students pass the exam? We could add up how many degrees. And we already know that 1 degree is equal to this amount of students, right? Ooh, this question is vibes, buddy. 1 degree is equal to that amount of students. So how many passed? We know this is 54 degrees. We know, I didn't really need to find this, because that failed. Grade 2 is 108 degrees. Grade 4 was how much? 81? Yeah. Grade 2 is 102 degrees. So students passing. Students passing the exam is equal to the grade 1 plus the grade 2 plus the grade 3, right? High grades. Gotta get the high grades. So grade 1 is 54, grade 2 was 108, and grade 3 was given as 39. Add up all of that. Lord Father, this thing kicking real long, boy. 54 plus 108 plus the given 39. No. Given 117. My bad. How the matrices question will come under the algebra section? What Shashri game am I really talking about, boy? 279. You know what? I could have just... The fastest way to do this would have just be to take the grade 4 and subtract it from the 360. Whatever, yes. So, and therefore, number of students, remember, one student is equal to 39 divided by 117. So, I mean, 1 degree is equal to 39 divided by 117. So, number of students is 39 divided by 117. Multiply by 279. 39 divided by 117 multiply by 279, and this is 93 students. Wait, sir, how much marks for this, boy? Two marks? Real stingy with the marks in this question, boy. That pie chart question. This was the hardest question. Figure out this? Congratulations. You did well. Determine the value of the angle for the sector representing grade 1 in the pie chart. Already do that already. Look at here. Or was it that I was supposed to do? Nah. Yeah, I already did that already. So, we hit that. Next question is the measurement question, and I explained this style of measurement question, and I said these questions really showing up a lot. This was this style of question. I feel I may touch back. Well, let's say I might touch back tomorrow with part 6, 7. Yeah, so we could call this part 1 and swing back tomorrow with all you for that. What you want me to do? All you want me to stop? All you want to take a breather? All you want me to swing back tomorrow? I could swing back tomorrow. Can I swing back tomorrow? Maybe not. I might have to swing back tomorrow during the day. So I can let you know. Just follow me on Instagram, and I can let you know what time I'm coming in tomorrow. Yeah. So we could call this question 1 to 5. Next up, I have question 6. I'll probably do 6, 7, and 8 next. Or 6 and 7 next, and then I'll do the tough questions. Or 6, 7, 8. However it go, however the live go. Some people want to know the answers for certain questions. No. But yeah. Some people saying continue, some people saying swing tomorrow. So my brain fry. These men don't do the maths and yeah, tomorrow. Most people saying tomorrow. So tomorrow fit. I'm gonna give all your average time to work with. Tomorrow after lunch, look out for this live. If you want to know exactly, I'll give all you a little heads up on Instagram. Maybe around 2 or 3, somewhere around there. Yeah, I find the question. That's the thing. I find the question was, I agree with Annalisa. So I just given a little thoughts before I close. I find the question was indeed time consuming. Our strong math students will still finish it. Lots of time to spare, but like mid, you have a lot of thinking to do. These questions provoked thought. Unless they brought it easier for the other questions. The other questions we had some speed time graph. We had straight line, draw coordinates. The algebra relations and functions was food. All the functions questions came rather straightforward as far as I can see. The circle theorem, that's a straightforward circle theorem. 1 mark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks. So we had a bearings question. this bearings question look like a challenge. Bearings question look like a challenge, and the matrices 2 by 2. The matrices question was extremely easy. Even the transformation is what I did yesterday. The matrices question was easy. The vectors question was the usual, not too hard. So the tough parts in the next part that I can see at first glance was the bearings, and yeah, just the bearings. The number 7, the question where you have to fill in the table and you need to guess the pattern. That look a little unorthodox too, but they give you real help. So now, yeah, that's doable. It's not like a tough thing. Alright, so look out tomorrow, sometime around 3 o'clock, we'll be swinging back in. I don't know if we'll have as many people as we have now, because class might be going on in school, but y'all could always watch it after I leave it up. Love and blessings. Don't forget to follow me here if you want to follow what's going on with me, and just drop some support and show some love and like my selfies and motivational stuff. And also, if you want to get in contact to join any one of my classes, this is the number you would be calling. Now, those people who want to go from 0 to hero in me, you could join, you'll have all the material there, but it's a little tougher. If you're going to do it private, I would advise that you sign up for Jan and May in 2022. Sign up for both of them. The sign up opens up this year in September. And my classes start back in July. So stay tuned for that. And in this, I'm also the creator of the Student Hub, the #1 online learning platform in the Caribbean. And with the Student Hub has, just before I go, the Student Hub has three parts in it. We have the free classes, the free resources, where you can just go on the Student Hub Discord server and you can network with students from all over the Caribbean. There are 10,000 students on this Discord server. I keep saying this is an extremely useful resource that I think it should be 100,000, not 10,000. I think a lot of people should make use of this resource. To get there, you go on the Students Hub Instagram page. You can just go on my page and click on my page. You'll be able to find the Student Hub page, right? But if you're looking for it directly, it's at @the_Student Hub. You go on that page and you click the link in the bio. It's an invite to Discord server. A lot of you all play games, so you know what a Discord server is. Spanish there, who's one of the chief moderators in the Discord server, is saying that there's 11,500 students in there right now. 11.5k members. My gosh. So yeah, so you can get your free resources there. Most of the resources that I see that your teachers swing back, that you all send at me on DMs and things, most of those resources sourced from inside the Student Hub Discord server. There are tons of teachers inside there as well from all over the Caribbean, and they use there to get, even people build their whole lessons platform and thing off of what I have inside it, what the students bulk inside it, free resources. There's the next branch of the Student Hub is my premium classes. We have over 30 something subjects going up the road to 40 subjects, meaning all the popular subjects, chem, physics, bio, everything you can think of for CSEC, CAPE, 3 lower school classes, meaning lower school maths, lower school English, lower school integrated science, and now we're introducing an SEA class. All of that, WhatsApp this number to get through. And we also have resources, meaning books and ebooks. The most popular one right now is the question bank. Students used that last year to ace when they had the multiple choice only. And you can get that. You can WhatsApp this number to find out how to get that, 7840619. Or you can go on the Student Hub website. And if you have a credit card, you can buy it now. You can have that ebook now, tonight. Or you can WhatsApp the number and you can pay using a bank transfer or some more convenient method for you. And you can get that ebook now. Those books are going to be in print soon. So they'll be in bookstores soon. Very likely before May exam. So look out for that as well if you're unable to buy it from an ebook for some reason. The SBA Bank is the best book I feel I've written so far. Better even than the question bank. The SBA Bank is complete vibes. Everybody who buy the SBA Bank has been messaging me back and saying this is the best book they ever buy. The SBA Bank for students who doing SBA, if you have a group SBA and you're struggling. And a lot of teachers bought the SBA Bank as well. Most of the names I'm seeing, teachers. Teachers bought the SBA Bank. Because they can take it now and use it to devise the SBA to give students. So get your hands on that. All right, people. I won't keep all your back anymore. That is all my information there. And if you're not interested in any of this and you just here to enjoy the YouTube video, I cool with that. Subscribe. You know the usual thing on YouTube. Subscribe, press like, feel free to share. You can follow me on TikTok right now. My TikTok videos are absolutely hilarious. And until we meet again, love and blessings. Why am I mute? Oh no, there's a speaker here mute. Why does it take so long to end the stream? Alright, so I stop streaming here.